On this episode of Did Y'all See, we're talking about Gilbert Arenas' super sexist comments, why Kim Fields is on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and what do you do once you leave your sugar daddy? Get into all this tea on Did Y'all See. First, before we begin, we want to introduce the new-ish faces. Lauren, Victoria, and Jasmine are all out, starting the holiday season off right. So this is Danielle Quatin Clark, recently married, from Style Blazer, our sister site. This is Raven, our producer, who's always behind the scenes. Yes. And y'all know Brandy, our managing editor. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Did y'all see that Gilbert Arenas, former NBA player, went on a social media rant, which is very common these days. He posted this picture of two white women in thongs, and he said that this is what he would want the women in the WNBA to look like. He said, not a bunch of chicks running around looking like cast members from Orange is the New Black. Don't get me wrong, they have a few hashtag cutie pies, but there's a whole lot of hashtag bean pies running around. Ha ha ha. So basically he went on and on and on and on and on to say that men are driven by sex, and if you want men to watch the WNBA, this is how the women should be dressing.
Okay, girl.
Right.
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 Okay, girl. Right. He's an idiot. He's always been an idiot. He was an idiot when he brought guns into the locker room. You know, when he was playing for DC. He's a freaking idiot. So anything that comes out is like, he's almost like Donald Trump. Like, it's like, I mean, what do I have for you?
Right. Nothing. Because you're not well.
No. You sound like a simpleton. I'm like, you know it's bad when other men ain't even co-signing. They like, bruh, you're doing too much. Like, I appreciate ass and titties like the next, but you're doing too much. Like, and so I'm like, by your logic, like, men watch the NBA because they're gay. Because they like to see men run up and down the court. Like, you're saying you cannot focus on a woman unless she's half naked. And that's a special thing to you. Don't put this on everybody else.
Right,
and
that's sick.
Right, exactly. Like, you sound crazy.
I don't know if this is for attention or if he really meant it.
Right.
It feels like attention.
I would think at this point, I'm going to get attention for the sake of getting money. You just getting attention. Like, you just being talked about. Like, this does nothing for you. You still over on the Shanghai Sharks. Like, who knows what that is? Like, what? They not checking for you, so it's just like,
life comes at
attention.
you fast.
Okay? Shut the fuck up. It's like, where does this get you?
That's what it's called?
Right.
No, that's the team.
That's the team.
She wasn't joking?
That's the team. Chinese basketball league. Yes. So even this gets you nowhere. WNBA put out a statement. NBA put out a statement like you're repugnant.
Ooh.
You know, like and completely offensive. WNBA players are like, one girl, Camille Parker, I think is her name, put up two pictures, like, great body, like, looking amazing. She was like, bean patties. Like, you know, people are, like, clapping back because it's simple.
He's so, like, out of pocket. Like, where does this even come from? You got personal stuff you need to do. Isn't he still with one of the Go Moms?
Yeah,
like, don't you need to work that out?
Well, you know, off and on.
Yeah.
They broke up.
So,
Yeah.
But you know what? Even that makes me think, like, what did you ever see in him? Like, if this is someone who would say something like this to the public.
well, girl, come on now.
She was looking for the come up.
Listen.
She saw dollar signs.
Yeah.
Everything. The bottom. Everybody.
Even though stupid was written on
Because
his
I
forehead,
hate
she saw.
But I mean, to
dollar
reproduce with somebody who has beliefs
Girl,
like
four
this.
Listen.
Don't they have children? Don't they
Yes.
have like a daughter?
Because she's
Yeah.
ensuring her
Multiple.
pipeline to a steady check for the rest of her life.
Okay.
4 kids.
Man, Gilbert's got to. I don't know. I don't know if he can do better, or he should just
I just
sit down.
want everybody needs to report that, get his ass off Instagram or
Yes,
something. Like,
because that's the thing. Like, it's
Afford it.
It doesn't lead to any money.
no, that's I'm just like, it's one thing you being extra for like some dollars, but this
He
That's
makes
going
bad life
backwards.
choices. So.
and bruh, you're not even gonna be playing for the Chinese league for long. Like, wouldn't you like to be a commentator someday? Wouldn't you like to extend
Hell
your
no.
money? Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you've ruined future money.
Yeah.
Over being ignorant.
So, I don't know if y'all have been watching. Did y'all see? Kim Fields is kind of the outlier on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And yesterday, our writer Sharang asked the question we've all been wondering, like, why is she on the show? So, you know, when the rumors were circulating that she was going to be on the show, people kind of felt like, I know I felt a little sad because I'm like, oh, that means she's going to have to act a fool on the show. But she's not acting a fool. She's just, you know, a little bit boring. They were saying, you know, like, she really only talks about her husband and kids, and it's like she doesn't go anywhere without her husband and kids. And
Right.
She doesn't know how to do anything with her husband and kids. And Shireen even said that she's a little judgmental because she asked some of the cast members why. She said she couldn't understand why one woman would dance with another woman. So what do you guys think about Kim's presence on? What do you guys think about Kim's presence on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Do you think it is good to see like the boring black women on TV as opposed to all the fighting?
I hate that it's always too much or boring. I just feel like there's not enough variety. Period. Yeah.
Well, don't you think it's because she's Kim Fields? I think it's more that I thought coming into the show is like, why is she on the show? She seems to be like above all this fighting and gossip and reality TV. And then when she gets there, we're kind of like want to see what she does, and then she just flatlines.
Right.
I don't know. I think that's probably why, because there was an expectation and a build up to her coming on, and then she's just like a wholesome family mom, suburban mom.
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess
And
that's
that's too
okay.
much.
That's what she really is. But it's kind of like, how did you even feel like you were going to fit into this franchise?
And why was she cast?
I hate to be in people's pockets, but what has she been doing since Living Single?
Producing.
Does she make money? Because I ask because we're not even in the business of reality TV, and we all know what goes on behind the scenes. And oftentimes it could jeopardize marriages and break up homes and all that. So you'd have to, the only reason in my mind that somebody would want to do that is for a check. Why else would you do reality TV?
But I just wonder, like, if you know that the boring people or the people who are not entertaining, I don't want to say boring, it's just not entertaining to watch, right? Because a lot of us wouldn't be entertaining if they followed us around. But I'm like, so if you know you're not going to be entertaining, you know the check is not going to last for a long time.
Somebody should really ask her why she decided to go
People
on the
have
show.
been asking.
What did she say?
I don't know. She just felt like, oh, I just felt like it would be something fun to do. Go ahead.
I thought producers were scrambling because Nene left. So they were just trying to get anybody. I mean, and we now see like Sheree is back into the fold. So Kim Fields was a new person. And then, to be honest, y'all, I always think Candy is boring. And when she came, I thought she was just as boring as Kim. So maybe like down the line, if she sticks with it, she'll get better.
I actually really like Candy.
Right.
I thought this was, I think Real Housewives of Atlanta is kind of beneath Kim Fields, and I thought it was beneath Candy.
It is. But Candy's always done a good job. Like, she's had issues, but she don't get too
She's
crazy.
not
Like,
messy.
yeah.
She's not messy.
Oh,
That's the thing. You
so-
don't have to be boring to not to be entertaining. You know?
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, you don't have to be like just, dry saltine cracker. So I don't know. Maybe some things will come out as the season develops.
Right,
But I
right.
think people were really excited to see what she was gonna be like in real life, because we know Tootie and we know Regine,
right.
but we didn't know what Kim was like. And so I think people tuned in to see okay, who is this person? And it's like, oh,
So y'all just let down because she's not as spicy as Regine, or
Probably.
that's what
Yeah,
Trey
I mean,
said.
yeah.
Trey said,
'Cause that's
"We
all
wanna
we
see Regine."
Yeah, that's all we know.
So, did y'all see Lance Stevenson's baby mama? I don't even know this woman's name. I feel bad. But she has 2 children, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and they live in Brooklyn, where Lance is originally from. And she gets $6,000 a month child support. Okay. But she's requesting that it be increased to $12,000 a month because she wants to move into a better, safer neighborhood, and she wants to find childcare so she can go back to school. So the tea is Miss Torres hasn't worked in a few years since she dropped out of school. So she's already living off of that $6,000, almost probably solely, since she's not working.
Yeah.
The judge denied all of this.
Because I was so ready to be like, denied, but apparently it's already been done. So.
The judge said, they were like, Miss Torres contributes nothing financially to raising her children. So you don't need any more money. And Lance was even saying, he was like, I really don't want to go back to court. $6,000 is enough for y'all. So, what do you guys think about this? Does she have a valid claim saying, she wants to move and get better child care so she can go back to school,
No.
et cetera, et cetera?
No.
why not?
women do more with less every day.
B.
And that's what I wanted to say, but I didn't. Let me go back. No, no. You want to go to school. $6,000. You could be in a nice place. Nobody told you had to be in East wherever you at in Brooklyn.
Don't talk about
Or
Brooklyn. Go ahead.
she talking about there's gunshots
Okay,
outside in Brooklyn. So I'm like, you in East New York or
Brooklyn when
Canarsie? Don't.
Listen,
You could get a better spot for $6,000.
For $6,000, you
Yes.
could be in Chelsea.
Exactly.
In the city.
And your kids would still be okay.
You could be in the Upper East
afford
Side for
childcare.
$6,000.
Right.
You
there's,
crazy?
there's single mothers out here.
Right, if you don't work, what you need childcare for?
Thank you. And if you
$6,000.
supplemented that income, you'd
Girl.
be great.
Oh my God.
So I'm not here. It's a struggle. I admire any woman who can go to school and work at the same time. You're going to have to join that struggle. Why you think you're afforded this lifestyle to go to school full time? You should have did it instead of getting knocked up. But I know that's a separate thing, and I
Separate
don't want to
thing.
judge. However, you
could
made
judge
some
her.
choices, and you got to live with
You could judge her.
that. Because you're trying to live on his level, and you're not on the court.
Oh.
It's not it.
Okay, I'm with you, but I think that he could at least pay for her to get a new place.
Why?
Because okay, so if her claim is that she would like to move because the neighborhood's not safe, then she wants to move for his kids, their kids together. So then move them out into a new place, and then that's it. No?
Where is she living?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, he didn't say no to that. He said he was like, I will do anything for them. He's like, I just
Right.
don't want to go back to court.
Don't go back to court and don't add on more to the child support, but at least make sure that they can move and they're in a safer, more comfortable place.
You could take a third of that and get something nice somewhere. $2,000 a month.
She gets 2 or 6,000.
She gets
She gets
six. But I'm saying if
$6,000.
she just took 2 of that
She could get a house.
to get a place.
But why does she have
$6,000
to,
a month. That's far more than a mortgage.
Yes,
like I don't know
yeah.
anybody's mortgage who's $6,000 a
No.
month. She could live in Fort Greene if
She
she's
could
paying
take care of
rent.
all of that.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think that she has to divvy up the child support, take money from the monthly child support to like move to a new place. I think he could
That's
at
what
least
part of the
afford.
support is for.
Sir, she wildin'.
And
My
you've
thing
been
is-
getting this.
My thing is, I would feel differently if I knew she was working. But she's not working. So that means that's not child support. That's like baby mama support as well, too.
Yeah.
So she's living off of $6,000 and she's raising 2 children. And she's just, I don't know if she's kicking it during the day. I don't know if she's actively looking for a job or whatever. I'm not judging, but I'm just like, where is that money going?
Exactly.
That you're living off of that money when it's supposed to be for your kids.
The child support by legal definition is for your children. You know, rhetoric alone or rhetoric side, some women think, oh, I had this baby with him, I'm about to cash out.
And I think what hurts me is that there are so many women who are like, have a legitimate fight for child support.
Exactly.
Men who will not pay.
Exactly.
The court can't find them.
Exactly.
You know, back child support for decades and decades and
Yes.
decades. People women who just are tired of fighting and just live without child support completely.
Yeah.
And so it's women like this who make the fight so much harder when you have to go to court and appeal and present all the stuff that you need for your children. Like, just get what you need.
Exactly.
And then do that.
Yeah.
But
That's what
you
I-
shouldn't
yeah.
be living off of that $6,000 when that's supposed to be for your kids. So, did y'all see, there are no, like, confirmed hard facts, but I do want to point your attention to this meme that Cassie posted. She said, ooh, this is how I sleep at night, knowing that I'm single and nobody cheating on me.
Oh, well then, that's
Yeah,
it.
so that's very clear. So I'm just,
Right.
you know, I we have to say, allegedly, but...
Right.
But she said I'm single. That's it.
I'm single.
Did
She
nobody
did
put out a
that.
Because she
statement,
deleted
so-
it.
Right.
But you know how
But
you
she
know how
does
these
that.
guys-
She puts stuff up
People,
and deletes
that's how
them all the
celebrities
time.
do. It's like, I want you to
Right.
see it, but don't see it.
Right.
So that's what happened. Everybody grabbed a screenshot. We know what it is. And we specifically know what it is because Diddy was on the Breakfast Club saying he has the love contract where 75% of the time he's a good boyfriend. He makes you feel like he's the best man in the world. He supports all your dreams. But 25% of the time, he's out here. He's going to be like, you hate him. You wondering why he's always lying on you. You wonder where he's at.
Right.
Why is Kim's panties in your bed?
What?
You know, so I'm sure that this is what's happened with these two. So my question is, what's next for Miss Ventura?
Oh, Jesus.
What do you do after you date a man like Diddy? Should Diddy break you off all throughout your life or what?
No.
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 Life comes at you.
No.
fast.
Okay.
No.
As I said.
Girl, this is the quote of the day.
We talked about this. We talked about this last year.
Yeah.
I know you're about to say something. So
I'm saying. Go ahead, speak.
I was saying last year that she should, hopefully she's putting some of this money on.
Has to have.
I was saying this because you never know
No.
when, and you ain't got no kids with him.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I hope that her little stipend that she was getting, she was
Because it was a stipend.
putting some of it in the kitty.
In the bank.
The bank.
Because I'm like, she's putting the money in her vagina.
Right.
In the kitty.
It's like
the
a-
time the kitty. They get
I'm
the
like,
I'm thinking about
Okay.
sex right
like
now.
piggy bank?
Really?
Kitty? Right.
Yes.
But again,
yes.
you know,
Yes. Remember
I
that
was
birthday?
saying
Remember
that.
that birthday he gave her like them stack of
Yes.
hundreds?
Yes.
I hope you. This
Stuff
is
some
so
in your
sweet.
bra and took it home.
Listen, and then took it to Bank of America the next
I'm
day.
pretty sure she did.
You think?
I hope
Yeah.
so.
I hope so.
I
I
think
so.
She really don't be out here too much.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you didn't have to buy anything.
Right.
Or invested in something. Maybe you have real estate and you're like a
That would be
landlord.
really nice.
I don't know.
Real estate.
What do you
some-
think?
However, I just don't think most people have that foresight. I don't think they're thinking like that in the moment.
Really?
It's trying to stunt. You bring your girls along.
You think she was starting? I don't think she had to pay for
I don't
it.
No. But I just don't see. Because I'm also like, why didn't you use being with him to get more jobs?
Girl.
Because she's a beautiful woman.
Modeling?
Her modeling, but even that, I kept trying to ride, but there was only a few things.
Her
You
modeling's
know, some
okay.
people just like to be kept.
But
So-
when you messing with a dude like Diddy, you know that's the timeline.
So that's what she does next. I think it's so easy for her to end this with Diddy and move on to the next sugar daddy.
But who has Diddy money? Diddy is
It's so look,
500
we were talking
million.
about Kimora Lee Simmons.
Wow.
She has moved from millionaire to billionaire.
true.
I think that
Like-
Cassie can so move on to the next and be okay. Not even
More
miss a
money than
beat.
Diddy though.
Yep. If
She got to go overseas.
Okay,
Right, she gotta
White
go
man?
overseas.
Is
Yep.
this what we're talking?
Dubai.
She
Dubai.
can do this. She can do
Okay,
this.
and the Middle East men are
Too
fine.
much. Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
sleep.
Facts.
Listen.
Where did Eve go? Where's Eve?
Oh,
Do it.
I get up out of
So-
here.
Janet is gone.
Listen.
Janet got Mariah.
Speak on it.
Yes.
Speak on it.
Mariah.
This is what they was talking about.
It's bigger than hip hop.
It is.
I mean, Diddy's he's the richest hip hop artist or
Right.
whatever. But
We thinking in a box. You're
Right.
right.
We being simple.
But you know what? There's, all of these women like a Mariah, a Eve, a Kimora. They have a grind of a Janet. They have a grind of their own.
oh, this is true.
This is true.
That's the one little
Just
piece.
me and
That's
you.
missing.
They have a grind. Of they have a skill set.
waiting.
They have, I think I'm gonna stop.
Right, yes. Rude.
Oh my
You can't come back.
god! This is already be acting back
Right.
Jesus.
Right. What did you say?
I don't even know. You saying all these people have
they have
gifts
their
and
own.
talents and their own. And I
has
think
skills.
I think men with money want to see that you can do a little something, make something shake.
For real.
Yeah.
My thing with that is I was always taught, my mom taught me whether you
Girl.
have a man or you don't have a man,
Come on.
you need to be self-sufficient.
Yes.
Period. Because you never
They could
know
kill you
when
out
the
and you
wind
be
will
out
blow.
here.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's
Yes.
why, to me, it's always, when we talked about this last year, it's always been a little bit concerning. Because if you don't have any distinguishable talent,
What's it gonna be?
to be 110% dependent on men to support your level of wanting to live this lifestyle is really dangerous.
You putting your life in
Because
it.
if Janet
not
got a
trying-
divorce tomorrow, Janet would still be okay. Same with the rest of the women we mentioned. Cassie, that's the problem.
But I'm not saying she needs to move on to the next. I was joking, saying find another sugar daddy. But I do think she has money. I don't think she's out here just broke, and she's gonna be all right.
I don't think she's forever money.
Right. She can go another year.
Y'all,
How long
are
can
y'all
you go
serious?
on nothing?
She
How long can
probably
you go on
has-
She
nothing?
also ain't gonna live no basic level, so
Well, maybe she should. Maybe she should consider that.
Right, and maybe
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe
what
don't
she
stop.
has
She can
some.
live for a good minute.
if.
And you know what though? Maybe Diddy's still supplying her money. Maybe she still gets. Yeah,
that
she's
might have been
sleeping
part
with
of
a
the
smile.
contract.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
sleeping with a
could you
smile, so she
imagine?
might be good.
That would be
would've been
smart
on a
enough.
contract.
She should have spoke up about that though. Don't be out here flexing.
Girl, this is what
then
I'm
I'm gonna have
talking
to tell
about.
you
This is what
what's
I'm talking
in
about.
that fine print.
This is what
I
I'm
get
talking
broke
about.
off. Yeah.
The way he talked about that contract
Yeah.
on syndicated radio was so disrespectful.
Yes.
Because my thing is, it's one thing if we have an open situation and I've agreed to that and that's our thing and that's how we get down. But don't get up on TV and telling me you spreading it's community dick.
Yeah.
Don't do
exactly.
that.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Well,
Everybody
the
knows
way-
you're not monogamous.
Right.
The women allow it.
Of course, but
Yes.
but it's something that's keep that inside the house.
Right.
What is understood don't need to be stated.
Right.
He might be
It was like he
wrong.
was soliciting women like come through.
Right. Because I got
Diddy
25%
is
of this
over
time for
the
y'all.
top. Y'all, we know
He
that he's
is.
over the top, so I wouldn't expect him to hold that information, to keep it in the house.
Right.
He's trying to show, like, look, this is how I run things in my business, in my personal life. I run the world, pretty much.
But we know that though.
Right.
Everyone knew that.
People were curious. So, you know,
Embarrassed
Charlamagne was probably
me at the
asking
same
him. So he
time.
was like, let me tell you what's going on with this.
Everybody knew that. No one knew. No one. Did anybody think he was faithful to Cassie?
She might be getting broke off yellow for real because she might know
I
some
think
things
so,
about him that he don't
too.
want to get out. So listen, and so there's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff. She probably is getting broke off still,
I think so too.
or like as long you know maybe it's like as long as until you're good, you get your little deposit
Until
every.
Ryan
Beth.
Leslie.
You get your automatic
worked out
deposit
with
every month in your account.
I can't even imagine.
I do think that in his weird, yes, it's misogynistic, but I do think Diddy loves women, and I think that he loves the women in his life, and he'll make sure you're treated. I don't think he's gonna have anybody walking out of his life
That's true.
not as looking good as they were. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
It's a reflection on
I
him.
was just about to
it's
say.
a reflection for him. She's not gonna walk
Like
away
somebody
with
mama,
dusty.
like that's a reflection of me.
Right,
Always.
right.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
Celebi.
She needs to move on.
You think she'll? You know what? They might be together
Who's
next
gonna
week.
be
though.
his next woman?
J-Lo.
No.
She
don't want it. She don't want that.
I
She don't want
want
that.
it. I want
She don't want
it. I
that.
want it.
That's
She
done.
needs to
Because
get
I don't
back
think
with
she would
him.
put up with that.
Exactly.
He would.
And
he
you know
would
what
leave
he would
everybody
do,
for her.
right?
He would
Lies.
not.
Yes, he would.
Lies.
Yes, he would do it.
Y'all are
Yes,
so silly.
he
would do it for her.
He would do
Kim
it.
said that he was still hitting her up
When he was with J-Lo. Y'all are so
J-Lo did.
But
silly.
Kim is not to be
Little
trusted.
moment.
She does
She's
not.
not.
She just saying
But
that.
I believe it.
I
She's
believe
the
also,
one who
yeah.
broke
J-Lo go on
her
a tour
in-
to Colombia for
That's
too
why Kim
long,
was
he
so
gonna be like,
mad. That's why Kim was so mad. She was like, "You got this bitch in the public,
Yep.
and you know what we do
Yep.
on Saturday
That's
nights."
exactly.
Well, that's
He
her
would leave them
fault
for her.
for still trying to
And
like.
it would be J-Lo's fault if she got back with Diddy,
Yeah.
knowing
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it is.
exactly.
He's different now. He's older.
Lies.
He's more seasoned.
Then he would have stuck
He's
with
the same
Cassie.
Then he would have
person.
stuck with Cassie.
No,
He's the
Cassie's a
same
child. and
dude.
She has no
Diddy
talent
ain't settling down.
that we know of.
Well, J-Lo's run is about to be over as well. Let's just
No,
be
she's
honest.
okay, but she has a lot of money
Her
to
dancing
just
has
be.
Okay, let's be honest.
You didn't like her at the
thought
American
she
No, I
was
didn't.
Oh, I see that. I thought was good.
Girl, everyone was asking me like, "Did J-Lo kill it?" I was like, "Did she?"
Oh, I did like that. But before that I've seen.
I thought it was good.
Right.
Jesus.
Yes.
Veronica been holding that one in. Like,
right?
I was just like, "You like this? Everybody likes it."
No, I didn't.
confused.
Thank you for watching this episode of Did Y'all See? For more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/MadameNoire.